Folks, today has come. The captain has returned. Oh, captain, my captain. Klay Thompson, Dallas Mavericks, NBA Cup game, Chase Center. Klay Thompson is coming back to Golden State Warriors as an opponent. Sad days. I mean, yes, we're having a great season so far. So we're not missing him that much on the court, but it will still be an emotional day. The man who deserves a a jersey up in the rafters, a statue outside the stadium is coming home. And we're going to break down the whole scope of Klay Thompson coming home. We got videos, quotes, and more for you. Warriors Digest, Randy Silver. Klay Thompson's coming home. If you want all the Warriors news daily, you're coming to Warriors Digest. You're coming home to Randy Silver. Thank you for being here. Let's get into it. A lot to break down. Klay Thompson hats, folks. This is what the Warriors will be giving out to all fans in attendance. The Klay Thompson hats. The captain hats. If you don't remember, he lived in the East Bay, Oakland area, and would take his boat over the Chase Center every day. And they're giving out hats. Now, what does Klay Thompson think about the Warriors giving out captain hats to celebrate him coming home?
Just what are the initial feelings about going back to Golden State, a place you played for 13 seasons? So what are those initial emotions?
Be good to see people that you grinded with, obviously, but to me, it's just another regular season game in November. Obviously, there's bigger implications with the NBA Cup. So that's what's on our mind, in my mind, is just to win that, because I haven't been a part of it yet. I know it's young, but it'd be fun to play for that title.
Do you think it'll be difficult to kind of compartmentalize just everything that you're probably going to feel going into that arena and actually playing in the game?
No, I don't think so. I've been doing this a long time, and basketball is basketball.
That is a typical Klay Thompson answer. No, let's go ball, folks.
Were you surprised that they're giving out the captain's hats?
I guess it's a good thing for the fans, so kudos to them.
What are your thoughts on them as a potential matchup? Like, since you're familiar, obviously, with like kind of the philosophy, the play style, what's most important, when you're kind of flipping that perspective, entering a matchup against them?
Probably share my knowledge with my teammates and coaches and try and limit what they do well. Obviously, a high-volume three-point shooting team, and switch a ton on defense. So we'll go into Tuesday trying to counteract those two aspects.
Just what are...
Folks, Klay Thompson is locked in. Absolutely locked in. He said as well, he's not keeping in contact with any of the Warriors. I'm locked in, not really. I will see them when I see them. That's it. He's going to see him on the court. Of course, they're giving out the hats. He'll get a great video tribute. He'll give the acknowledgement. But Klay's a baller. He focuses on basketball. And that's why he chose the Mavericks. So this came out the other day from Anthony Slater. Let me remove my camera so you guys can read it. Why did he choose Dallas? So Thompson and Kerr had breakfast in Manhattan Beach in late June. Kerr made the drive up from San Diego, where he lives. He wanted to reiterate to Klay Thompson that while everything was still in flux, he valued him and wanted him back. They talked a little bit about the contractual situation. Kerr laid out the reality of future with the Warriors. It'd probably include a fluctuating role, perhaps off the bench. At the end of the breakfast, he said, I think it's time. I think I'm going to Dallas, Kerr said. I understood. I completely understood. Sometimes a fresh start can be healthy. I think it was the right decision for him. So, folks, that is really big. Let me make my camera back. Let me make this big. That's big. I mean, we kind of knew this already, that Klay Thompson wasn't guaranteed a starting spot, and that's what he wanted. What would his role be? How much would he get paid? And he's ready for a fresh start. He's had a decent start in Dallas. He's had some high-volume game scoring. He's had some low-volume game scoring, but he looks like he's enjoying himself. And the Warriors are enjoying themselves more There were rumors in the mill around the trades, around him being there, not being there, around him being unhappy there, and it was killing the locker room. Yes, he's not the most vocal, but his body language says it all. The Warriors do pretty good this season, right? So not the end of the world. Now, how do the Warriors feel about about Thompson coming back? Steph Curry after the big win in OKC.
At the game now where, you can process the emotions of having to play against Klay Thompson. What is that going to be like for you? Talk to me, Steph. He's got that, right, Steph? Come on, Steph.
I'm not ready for this, man. It's going to be a lot to look forward to, and I'm excited to see him, obviously, as a friend. But I'm trying to conserve all of my mental energy for Tuesday, because it's going to be a lot.
Humans are humans. They golf together. They grew up together in their 20s, mid-30s. It's going to be tough, not just on Klay returning, but the whole Warriors organization who love, adore, and what he's meant to them. Now, this was a little bit earlier, before the game, or I think it was after the Cleveland game, where they asked Steph Curry a similar question, a little bit of a different answer.
I don't know, actually. We've had homecomings before, but nothing like this with the level of impact and the brand of Klay in the Bay Area is something that I don't know if any word or way I explain it will do it justice. We obviously have a game to play, so you want to make sure you're locked in mentally on that, but he deserves the celebration and the welcome that he's going to get. And then, like I talked about before, it would be a great opportunity to reflect on all the memories that we had. I don't want to be too crazy where it's not a memorial or like it's just like, we're still talking about basketball and life, but we want to enjoy the moment of getting the celebration that he deserves, and however it plays out, I just hope he feels the love because he deserves it.
He deserves the love. He will get the love from the fans, the organization, and someone who knows about returning to teams, who's left many teams and going back home, is Kyrie Irving, his teammate on the Mavs. So what does Kyrie think of the situation? Interesting perspective, folks.
I think the biggest thing is just the human aspect of emotions, and they're just gonna be haywire, man. You don't know how to really feel because you've been in a routine with another team for a long period of time, and everybody from upper management all the way down to security to every guy that's on the team, every guy that you had a conversation with game to game. You just start reflecting on all those intentional moments where you spent time with people that really want to win, and you guys are all committed to a bigger goal. But yeah, outside of that, I just think it's about having fun and being able to look some of your old fans in the face and tell them thank you, and and they thank you in their own way too. But yeah, it's just you see it handled.
Is he talking about Boston, folks? They're thanking me in their own way.
Differently by all of us, right? Some people are very emotional. Some people kind of hide their feelings, what they're going through. But with me, I've always tried to admit, I feel pressure, I feel nerves, and I want to play well, want to do well, want to beat them. But at the same time, I still want to have fun and enjoy the camaraderie of the game. But yeah, I've just told Klay, we have his back, and just reiterating and affirming to him that it's just another game on our road trip, but we know how much it means to you, and we're gonna have to bring our emotions up there too to be able to meet you where you are. So you enjoy yourself, man. Well,
very introspective from Kyrie Irving, who's never been shy about sharing what he's thinking, and you can tell he's matured with the Mavericks. Obviously, he went back to Brooklyn, went back to Cleveland, back to Boston, and now he's on Dallas. So Klay Thompson returning home to Chase Center. Not one, not two, not three, 4 championships with the Warriors. Of course, had the knee, had the Achilles. All-time legend. We're going to have a full recap for you folks if we're not able to do live stream. Klay Thompson coming back. What are your thoughts? Are you happy? You're sad? You're disappointed? It's a big day in Warriors land. The prodigal son, one of them, is coming home. See you guys on the next video.